Okay. You can see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you
So,
for responding. Yeah. Wish welcome for Citabills. I'm sorry, I have some of mistakes. Yeah, you can check with your virtual class accounts in Agrida virtual class. In the last session in 29 of March, you have materials like the PowerPoints in here, and you got a three kind of data for exercise for yourself individual exercising with the data ones, data two and data three. And I just check with your exercise here. All of you finish with your exercise with Clinis, Oliver, Venice, and Citabills. But someone is missing. I think Yasin is missing for submit this exercise. Did you?
Yes,
And
sir.
yeah, don't worry because our exercise is still continuing. We still use the same data. So you can uh submit your next exercise in here. After this class, I give you 24 hours to complete about the new task. You can do with your self exercise with correlation and covariance, but specials for here since you need to add with your mean, median, and mode, and with how to creating bar and chart graph. Is it clear for you, Yasin?
I'm
You are still
sorry.
in it. Yeah. Uh, you are missing the last or the last sessions about the individual exercise. But don't worry, in today class, you also have with your new exercises, we still use the same data. So you can complete the exercise with the current materials plus with the past material using mean median mode and also creating a graph and chart.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. For today's materials, you can access in here in session 9 in 6 May. We still in the description of part 2 and also with the link for submissions about your individual exercising using our new trials in this class. Okay. We start about the first of the PowerPoints. In the last sessions, we have to complete the topic with the descriptive statistics, with the basic of individuals analysis using your partials data. You need to try with creating a bar chart, line chart, or also pie charts. Sometimes it's quite similar, but I expect that you can do with your personal experience how to creating this chart, even though they are in a bar, line, or pie charts. And for the next individual exercise in the past weeks, we have learned something for the central tendency of measurement using the mean or average, the median, the median score of your data, and the mode is the most current score that will appears in your data. There. I have checked with your exercise and you do all of these exercises by yourself. That's I think that's very great, and you do with your great jobs and a good great simulations with the chart and the central tendency. So, continuing about the last topics after before we have end of the sessions, I inform you about the topics like the correlations with and the relationship in the variables and the covariance. But today we are specifically on the correlations. We are talk about the relationships between the variables or between your data. So if you can comparing with your score with your data, you can make some assumptions you can do with the basic of statistical analysis, or we are say that this is a data analysis in a symbols, and you get the score in a relationship number between -1 to 1. Even they have the zero number in the middles. Let me to create some graph here with the line. Okay, let's see that we have a line like this one. We start with the -1, sorry, and then we have 0 in here, and we have 1. Okay, from 0, it means there is no correlations. Okay, 0, it means, sorry. Okay, 0, it means there is no correlations between your data. There is no exceptions, or there is no strong relationships between your data. But the number ones of the score one, it's represents about the perfect correlations. Let's say that we have a score X and score Y. If the correlation is equals to 1, it means there is a strong correlations or perfect correlations between X and Y. If X is increasing, Y is also increasing. This one. That is the perfect correlations. In a similar way, if we have the different parts of the different arrow of this parts, if we have a decreasing value of X, it's also mean the decreasing value of Y. That is the mean of perfect correlations. They have the same arrow, they have the same directions, they have the same characteristics between your comparisons of data or comparisons of the variables. Meanwhile, in the -1 informations, it's still with the composites of positions. Let this have the decreasings for the one point of the data, and also the decreasings for another point of the data. There is the means between a 0 and 1 in a correlations technique. But we still have in the part of the correlations. Let's say that we have a line between 0 to 1. It's separate in 3 positions. Okay, it start with 0.5 and 0.8. What is the meaning between 0.5 to 0? This part, it means that we have a weak correlations. So the correlations between your data is also weakest. There is no parts of, there is no big assumptions, or there is no good strong correlations between your variables. But if your correlations is moving with the 0.8 to the perfect correlations, it means you have the strong correlations. Okay, this is the differences between the correlations in the part of the partials with the relationships analysis. between your data or between your variables. If in the statistical models or in the plot analysis, we have like this one's informations. We have the positive correlations if the connected of dots of the data is tendency within the increasing patterns. In the similar way, if we have the tendencies in decreasing patterns, we call the negative correlations. But it's we have the increasing positions, they are in the positive correlations. But it's there is like randomly with the plots like these ones, we cannot choose with the line or with this what is the homogeneity of the data. We say that there is no correlations or it's similar to the value of zero in this part of correlations. So this is the differences between the correlations in your comparisons of your data. Okay, let's say with the next of the exercise, you have the three files, data number ones, data number two, and data number three. We have the questionnaires data, the supermarket data, and the salaries data. For the questionnaire data and supermarket data, I have checked that you have to with all of informations that you need to do like with some of graphical and the chart using the bar chart, line chart, and a pie charts. But how about the salary? The salary is expressed lots of containing informations. Let's see with the data number three for the baseball salaries. Okay. This is the data for baseball salaries. We have the salaries in 2011 and 2015. And also we can make the position of lookup table like this ones. You can do with the account if of these tables. So we can find about the percentage of all of these positions. In the similar way, you can do with this graphical chart like this ones. You can do with the bar charts or line chart like this ones. You can do with these ones, or you can change the chart like maybe you can do with the okay, let's make about the pie chart. Maybe you can take with this one informations. So you can do with these ones. This is pie charts. So you can express your informations using the bar chart like this ones. Bar charts with the current offline chart like these ones. And also you can express with the pie chart like this one. So we can know about the highest percentage in picture positions. It's also similar with this ones. This one is also the picture positions. And a lot of kind of data is expressed with the bar and with the pieces of cakes with the pie chart in here. So how about the last data in here? We can express lots of informations between the catcher, the central fielder, the design hitter, the first baseman, fielder, pitcher, and also this is all kind of the positions. So, when we learning in the last positions in the last weeks, we do with the individual analysis using the data. But today I will show you if you have with the data analysis module or data analysis patterns. You can find in here in the data and you can find in the right place like this ones. You need to light up your analysis tools. We have the analysis tool pack and the solver add-ins. Just pick one of which one do you like. One I do with the data analysis, so we can find about this information like this ones. You can do with your the descriptive statistics. starting with the analysis of variance, with the correlations. We will do these ones. The covariance, the descriptive statistics is also will be expressed to you. And another of the informations like the F-test, the histograms, the random generations, the percentile, like the first information in our class, the regressions, a sampling, and the uh, pair test for examples. So let's start with the descriptive statistics, but we can start about these informations. You need to input all of this data in here from the catchers or with all of the data until the end of the data. Okay. Don't worry about the data if they are not similar or they are not similar in the numbers. Okay, so after this ones, you need to create with some information that is your data is grouped in columns like this one. The column number A is for catcher, column number B for central filter, C is for design heaters, there is only 7%. The first specimen is the next columns, the left filter, the pitcher, right filter, second baseman is shortstop, and the third baseman. So let me to take the output range in here, the L number ones, and we need to learn about the summary of statistics. After this one, you can find about this informations like this one. Okay, let me to make it up, zoom in for your data. Okay, we start for these positions, the catcher. I give the difference. Okay, the catcher, we have the mean of catcher. This is the mean of the salary. So if you know with the salary, it's about a the 2.6 thousands in a dollar Americans, with the average salary for catchers. We also find about the median salary, 1 millions, and the mode salary, it's about 507,000. We also find about the standard deviations and the variance. Another kind of central tendency measures that we talked of in the last sessions. The kurtosis is in a positive, and the skewness is a positive also. It's a 2.5. It means that this near with the average of the number, or near with the mean of value. The mean value is 2.6, but the skewness is 2.5. So the skewness, or the average of a salary in a catcher, is equal with the mean or in the average of the common catchers. So they have the equal salary in a catcher positions. That is how we analyze the data. We comparing with the mean, with the median, with the modes, and we can find about the how how much the skewness. This is lots of the average, over the average or under the average. So in these positions, it's a similar, it's quite similar with the average or in the mean. So it's conclude that the catcher salary is equals, most of the catcher salary is equal with the average of the catcher player in 2015. We can also find about the minimum salary in these positions is 500,000, and the maximum salary for this position is 17 million. So as you can see that there is a very long gaps in this salary for the catchers, and we can find that the catcher is consists of a 70 of data. The next is the difference analysis for the center fielders. They have the highest mean of the salary is almost doubles with the catcher positions, 4 millions. And we have the 59 of observations in these positions. Then we have the difference for the standard deviations, the kurtosis, and look at with the skewness is 1.6. It's far away for the mean or the average. So it means that the center fielders, most of the center fielders receive a salary below the average. I repeat again, in the center fielder positions, it's conclude that they are receive low salary or below the mean or below the average in the most of positions. This is how we analyze the position in center fielder. And the next information is like the first baseman and design hater is also similar. We can find about the mean salary, it's 8 million, so it's decreasing. So it's increasing. This position have the high salary in this sports. And look at with the skewness is almost tiny. So it means that there is a big gap for the salary in the design heaters. You can see with the minimum salary and the maximum salary, it's quite a very range. It's very hard to equals. With the one person's receive a salary 16 millions, but the another one is only a 500,000 and a half of the million. So it almost 32 times with the minimum and the maximum salary in these positions, the design heaters. So you can do with the another kind of analysis, not with one by one formula like the average, the mean, the medians, the mode, the deviations, the samples of variance. You just do with the data analysis and descriptive statistics. Is it very interesting? Just do it the one click and you can do with all of this analysis. Okay. The next point is about the correlations. The correlations is also we take all of the data and also we need to take the outputs. The output I will take on here, the L number 18. So we can find about the information like this ones. Okay. Uh, to remind you, I take the another information like this ones. Okay. This is your standards. 0 means no correlations. 1 means the perfect correlations. But between 0 to 0 0.5 in the half of this score, it means you have a weak correlations. And between 0 0.5 to 0 0.8, you have the medium correlations. And for 0 0.8 to 1 score of your correlation, it means you have a strong correlations. Okay, this is your standard, and we need to back with our data in here. I'm sorry. This one. Okay, you can find about these ones. Look at these ones. We can find lots of this data. So you can compare one by ones with the positions, like the catchers to the center fielder, catcher and design hitter, catcher and the first baseman. So let's see that the first time we need to find out where is the strong correlations. The strong correlations is between 0 0.8 to 1, even though in the positive or negative correlations. Yeah, in the positive and negative correlations. So we can see with the conditional of formatting using the highlight of the cells with the greater score between 0.8, greater than 0.8. So we can find about the catcher with the catcher, filter with the filter. So it means there is a strong correlations between a variable with itself. Okay, so we can move with the another's point of this one. Okay, let me to clear. Okay, next we need to highlight is the greater for 0.5. It means the medium of correlations. The medium correlations we cannot find in here. So with these positions is they are having with the weak correlations. So it means that if the salary of catchers getting increased or getting the higher salary, there is no means or there is no correlations between the another salary in another positions. Okay, the another salary and another positions. So you can do with this analysis using the descriptive statistics. You can do with this all of outputs with the mean error, the median mode, the deviations, the variance, the kurtosis, the skewness, the range minimum, maximum, and the count. And the next step you do with your correlations analysis. You can find out the correlations between your variables. Okay. So what's the next exercise that you can do? Okay. We do in this class or in this online class with the salary in 2015. So you need to break up the salary in 2011. So you can do with this data for your exercise. Okay. Do it with your descriptive analysis and correlation analysis. Okay. You have 2 points. Do in descriptive analysis and correlations analysis. This is for data number 3 for baseball salaries. And the data number two, sorry. You also have with the informations for the snacks food or the supermarket foods. So you need to break up your data like the salaries, and then you can do with the same analysis, descriptive analysis and correlation analysis. Okay, that is your for the next of exercising that you need to submit in here in your exercise using correlations and covariance with a new the new way to analyze in the button of data analysis. Any questions from you? From Yasin, Spanish, Clinis, Oliver, and Citabel?
None, sir.
Okay, thank you for responding. Yes, uh, you can open your mic, Clinis.
For the data number two, it is only the salary are we going to compute for the descriptive analysis and correlational analysis. Only for the salary.
Yeah, salary in 2011.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Any questions? Let me to check it first for your Microsoft Excels. Okay. In your Microsoft Excels, please ensure that you are open with your data analysis like this ones. If there is no data analysis in your Excels, please wake up your data analysis comment. You can do with the two kinds. If you do with the new Microsoft Office like my Office, You can open up with the analysis tools in the right positions. Click the analysis toolpack and click these buttons. So it will add with or it will sum up with your data analysis. But in the previous version of your Microsoft Office, you can do it with this one's informations in the more comments. In the up of the toolbar in the ribbons, you can click with the more comments, and you can go to the add-ins data analysis. This is not it's not open in my office because I have in the new versions. But if you have in the old versions of the office, you can do in the top of the toolbar. But if you getting the new point of the Microsoft Office, you can do in the right positions of your data and analysis tools. I think that's all that we need to learn for today, and we will continue with the another portions after ensure that you can do with your individual exercise using the new way of data analysis with a descriptive statistic button and the correlations buttons. Okay, I think that's all for the current courses for this meetings for the 6th May in 2024. We will meet again in the next weeks, and don't forget you only have 24 hours to complete your task and submit to your virtual class. All of you. Okay? Before I close the class, any questions so far?
Answer.
Okay. Thank you for coming on
Answer.
time. Thank you for have a good attention for these learning sessions, and please do with your individual exercise, and we will meet again in the next meetings. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone.